it just took a lot of different stages to get to a place where we were in communication again.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, this is good. So I'm now looking on my screen, and on the right-hand side of the screen is Johnny Burrell from Razorlight. And on the left-hand side of the screen is Andy Burrows, formerly of Razorlight, but now they're Razorlight again.
Yeah, what a lovely thing.
Good morning, Andy. You're right.
Hello. Yeah, I'm great. How are you?
He's like a hot rock and roll Jesus, Andy.
Isn't
I've
he?
always said
You've
it.
always said this, haven't you?
And the weird thing is, look at the pair of you. Obviously, Andy with his beautiful long hair and his beard. And the last photo I saw of Johnny had a beard, but obviously Johnny is now fresh-faced this morning.
Yeah.
Andy, you look like you're talking to me with your son on the camera. You look like... Johnny doesn't look like he's aged at all.
No, he doesn't.
Mind you,
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Well,
You're saying that I'm looking old?
No, I'm not saying you're looking old. I'm just saying you look...
Like I brought my son to work.
Jesus-like.
Well, that's fine with me.
So, so you're all back, and so Andy, how is this for you? Because this is blowing my mind, and I know Johnny's just kind of went, just kind of rang up everyone and said, and here we are. But there was a time when you two were not together. The four of you were not together for such a long time, and now you're all back. And I, as a fan, am very, very excited by this, but fascinated by the whole. Johnny's smiling at me as if to go, all right, leave it alone. But it is, it's brilliant. So when did Johnny reach out to you and just go, all right?
I mean, we've been, obviously it's been a long time, and you're right, it's not, it's not like we just sort of sent a text and, met up and got straight in the rehearsal room. But I think it just took a lot of different stages to get to a place where we were in communication again. But once I went down to France and we hung out a little bit. And, like with any relationship that's, been apart or slowed down for a while, it required us to talk to each other, spend a bit of time. We jumped on the drums, Johnny put a bass on, and we had a little play. And a few months passed and a bit of talking, and then we've been writing a lot. And, it's just progressed to this bit now where we've been in a room together, rehearsing the band with Björn and Carl. And playing music together. So it wasn't instant.
Yeah.
But I think once the initial communication was back up and running, it's come together at a pace, and it feels really exciting. But it is, it is odd. It's surreal, man. You're not on your own. I'm thinking that it's
I'm just, and it kind of shouldn't really make any difference, but I'm just a bit old fashioned in the fact that I like it when, if I go and see Razorlight, I'm going to see Razorlight that I saw, I'm going to say 10 years ago, but it might be a bit longer, but I don't like to admit how old we're all getting. So, Johnny, when you guys, so you've been in the studio, you've obviously rehearsed, have you recorded anything together yet?
Yeah, we were. We've been in the studio the last couple of days, 3 days. We went in with Jim Abyss, mega producer, and it was going really, really well. Unfairly well is what I'm saying. I mean, like, I've tried to make records with so many people over the last 10 years, and as soon as I'm in with these guys, it just boom, sounds amazing straight away. And
so, is it different to when you used to be in the studio recording before, or can you remember? I would imagine it must be almost better.
It's definitely better. It's definitely better. I mean, because I think we've all sort of thought about how we communicate. And I think that's something you naturally do as you get older, and that's I think that really helps. So I think we're communicating better than we ever have done. I'm trying to keep the feeling that we had making our first and second album, which is it's the right balance of just like mucking about and being serious, and that's really important for making a record. It's got to be plain, you can't. Once you start thinking you're too professional, it's like, I'm going to do song X on Tuesday, I'm going to do song Y on Wednesday, and it's just like, what? So it's good. It was great. I mean, it was the best session I've done for a long time.
The Chris Moyles Show.